Hello everyone. In this video I wanted to speak about the four kinds of expenses. Expenses are the second component inside our income statement, which is the second component inside our financial statement. And expenses are four types. The first one are expenses for our assets, to acquire assets. And the more assets you acquire, the more cash flow you have and the richer you become. So this kind is the best kind of assets, of expenses. The second type of expenses is spending money to give to others, to help others. And most rich people are philanthropists. They give money because they know the law of God. They know that the more you give, the more you receive. It's law. Every action has a reaction. Third type of expenses are expenses for necessities and for luxuries. For luxuries, there are two kinds of spending for luxuries. The first is for the middle class people. Generally, they acquire luxuries by debt, for example. It exceeds their means, and it's not good at all because it keeps them in the column of liabilities. And they can't move from this level of middle class people. Because when you, for example, when you take a debt to buy a car, a nice car, it's good, a nice car, but if it is from a debt, it's not good, because a car is always a liability, as I explained. And a debt to go to a trip, for example, it's not a good idea. So the second type, what do rich people do? Why they acquire luxuries? How do they acquire luxuries? Acquiring luxuries, indeed, it's always a reward from their income, exceeding income coming from their assets. When you have exceeding income coming from your assets, you can buy a Rolls Royce, for example. You can afford the Lamborghini. So the fourth kind of expenses, is the spiritual expenses, and it comes from God. It's mentioned in the Bible. It is said, but remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. And it is mentioned in Quran when it is said, both His hands, it means God's hands here, both His hands are spread out wide in bounty. So the spiritual expenses come from God, because He is the producer of wealth, from our ideas, from our eternal ideas. And the more we dig into our spirit, inside spirit, which is the spirit of God, discovering our true selves, the more we have nice ideas that can generate wealth to us and to others. Thank you so much. À la prochaine.